Game 5 of the NBA Finals could be the closeout game here. Denver about 9-point favorites. So I would say it's more than likely that the series ends tomorrow. But in this video, we'll be talking about 2 player props I like on Prizepicks.com. Welcome, guys. My name is DK. I cover content for player prop sites, also for DraftKings, NBA, NFL, XFL, esports, all that good stuff. If you guys are looking for more content, more Prizepicks picks, you can check out my Patreon link down below. And I'll have a DFS video breaking down the SHOWDOWNS slate up after this. If you guys are interested in that, we have, I think once again, $250,000 to first. So if you guys are playing that, make sure to check out my video. And the sponsor of this video is going to be No House Advantage. If you guys are not on No House Advantage, you can use the code DKDFS for a 100% match up to $100. I'll have it linked down below. But they're offering a lot of different promos throughout the week. Again, player prop site. They have a ton of different sports. And my advice to you is get on as many of these DFS sites books as possible, and then search for the best lines when you're placing your player prop bets. So that is that. Oh, let's recap the picks from Game 4. So Game 4 did not go great for me. We got hooked on both our YouTube plays, which is not ideal. But WNBA has been we've been absolutely on fire. So here's just the last 3 days for WNBA. On June 8th, we went 2-0 with a push. June 9th, we went 4-1. And then, or June 9th, we went 5-1, actually, I should say. And then today, we went 4-1 with a push. So it has been insane. Unfortunately, the last few days, I haven't been able to play because I'm still in Vegas. I'm heading back tomorrow. But again, I did get a lot of action down on Denver money line, and I got some action down on them before I even left, and then some extra at Treasure Island here. So that was really good to see Denver pulling off the pretty easy win last game. So that's a recap of everything. And I've mentioned this before. Again, the NBA Finals, right? It's kind of like the Super Bowl. Most people, you're going to get probably the most people betting on it, but also the books are the sharpest when setting lines for player props, which is again why I focus more on the more niche sports, like WNBA right now. I've had this massive edge. We've done phenomenal on a huge hot streak, so I'm getting more action down there when I can play, as opposed to getting a lot of action down on player props for like Game 5, for example. But let's talk about these 2 plays. So, like I said, there is a little bit of blowout risk. I think you can make an argument to build like a blowout slip for tomorrow. And what I mean by that is, if you think Miami gets blown out, you take a lot of unders on Miami, and you maybe mix in 1 or 2 unders on Denver in there. It has worked. I've done that. I've done that a lot throughout the regular season. I've hit a couple big slips, so you can consider something like that. But let's just assume that this game stays competitive. The first pick I'm going to be looking to is going to be Nikola Jokic rebounds at 12.5. And we're going to go more than 12.5 rebounds last game. Now, the last 5 bros probably not going to like this one too much. But don't be concerned about last game, right? He finished with 12 rebounds. He got in massive foul trouble and didn't play a lot in the fourth quarter. He was on pace to play the entire second half. And then I would say it was not the best call. I'll just say that for Nikola Jokic picking up his 5th foul. But he basically had barely played in the fourth quarter and finished with 12 rebounds. He would have easily went over if he didn't get into foul trouble. And I think as long as this game stays competitive, no foul trouble, you should get the whole second half for Jokic. I'm assuming 44, 45 minutes. We take a look at Odd Chopper here. Let's see. Do I have it up? Let's go over to rebounds and let's check out Nikola Jokic, see where the books are favoring his prop. So right now, again, 12.5 is anywhere from like minus 127 to minus 138. PointsBet actually has it at 13.5, but at 12.5, the juice is pretty heavily on the over to all these books. So, assuming no foul trouble and assuming no blowout, I think we're a pretty good shot to hit this. Again, if you look at Nikola Jokic in the regular season, so he averaged 12.2 rebounds per game in the regular season, but in the regular season, he was playing 36. I think he averaged 36 minutes a game, like mid to high 30s minutes in the regular season. He's going to play 45 minutes tomorrow, assuming this game does stay competitive, right? That is the one thing I am worried about is potential blowout in this game when you have a 9-point spread. But Yeah, we're going to take more than 12.5 rebounds from Nikola Jokic, just pick number 1. And the second one we're going to look to is going to be one where I feel like you never know where you're getting out of this guy, that being Jimmy Butler, but in an absolute must-win, obviously. I think he might play the entire game. I mean, if we go back to Jimmy Butler and we look at what happened in the Boston series, he basically played the entire game, the last 2 games. Game 6, he played 47 minutes. Game 7, he would have basically played the entire game, but that game turned into a blowout. So I think we're going to get, on the low end, 45, 46 minutes from Jimmy. I think there's a decent chance he plays the entire game. So we're going to take more than 20.5 field goals attempted for Jimmy Butler. Like I said, do or die time. Hero already ruled out. They know they're like, this is it, right? This is absolutely it. So I think Jimmy Butler should try to go out, swinging here. And I assume he's going to come out a bit more aggressive. So we're going to take more than 20.5 field goal attempts for Jimmy Butler as the second one. Again, he played 45 minutes last game. I think if he plays 45 minutes again, he has a good shot to hit this. I know he didn't go over it last game, but I think it's a little bit of an outlier for the amount of minutes that he got. So usually, like when he's playing like mid 40s minutes, like most of the time he is covering this prop. So we're going to take more than Jimmy Butler, 20.5 field goals attempted as the second pick. So those are the 2 for tomorrow. Again, if you guys are interested in more picks or WNBA stuff, that'll be posted over on Patreon. I'll try to get, once NBA is over, I'll try to get some YouTube videos up for WNBA as well. Some free picks. I've been posting some free picks on Twitter as well, so make sure to follow me over there too. But other than that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Again, DFS video will be up after this. Good luck, and we'll see you all in the next one.